大家好，新的一周，新的更新。Today we're going to talk pretty short because I don't have that much to share, and that's a good thing also. First of all, the production. Production is going to finish on the 26th of August, and then we're going to have QC going by, and for QC it's very simple. When production's done, everything's on the pallets and the boxes. They're going to pick out some random master carton boxes. They're going to open it and take out the individual product, do a function check, aesthetic check. And function check goes from function of the keyboard, cable checking, and then we also have some very specific things we check on that we've seen during production. So for example, we have a couple of products which is only the case, which you combine with the module. We have a little paper that goes around the LED bar and make sure the paper is there. The text is on the paper also tell you to remove that paper. But we also have things of checking if everything is actually fitted together tightly or not. And there's a lot of other little things we want them to double check on to see if that was done properly. Of course, not all the keyboards go out of the box to do a QC check. That would be insane. So there's a certain percentage, and by doing that percentage, you know overall the defect rate is going to be very, very low. I'm saying defect rate, but it just means like it gets rated by minor issue, major issue, critical issue. And if something is critical, it means like tactical nuke incoming! Major, it's like not good. Minor is like, oh, there's that little dot there. Okay, well, only one of the 100 has it. Well, that's okay. We actually do this with every production we do on our keyboards. We always have QC going by and checking everything. Most of the time, there's not much that comes up and things can keep flowing. And then a little bit about the raw case. Yes, again, the raw case. But don't worry, it's nothing too big, but I do have to share a little bit more. So the raw case, the one that we signed over a month time, has actually slightly changed in color. I have that sample right over here. It's going to be very hard to see the change in color because you need a comparison. But it has become slightly darker. And as it becomes slightly darker, you can see these injection flow marks slightly clearer, and the whole thing is obviously slightly darker. Now you might be asking, well, why does that happen? And that is the whole thing about the raw case. In the end, it is still as raw as we can get it. Even though it has the UV coating over it, there's still some level of oxidation happening that takes time to visually see. And over time, this case will develop and will become slightly different over time. So that is something you need to expect with the raw case, but it will not rust, it will not break, it will not deteriorate, create sand holes and all that kind of stuff. It's just a natural process of the metal. That's what you can expect from the raw case. However, we felt that it was creating too much inconsistencies. We want that beginning to be a bit more pristine, and we decided in the end to still add a slight electroplating process to it. So it would be slightly more equal, slightly more consistent. It would help a lot with production as well, because then it's easier to say, hey, this is okay and that is not okay. Because with the raw case, there's so many differences in every production batch that's very hard for us to say like, well, you know, this is okay and that's not okay, because sometimes you have like a certain injection mark that there's nothing you can do about it. It's just part of the case, but is that okay or not okay, right? And then next batch it's somewhere else. Is that okay? Is that not okay? So we decided to create a little bit more consistency, makes it smoother production. You receive also a more pristine case, but it will still develop over time. So this is then the final raw case. I'll put it next to each other. Hopefully it will show you that there's a difference between the two. If not, hey, all the better, because it is not very easy to see and it's still
roar.
And I feel sorry for all the other cases. I've not been covering it in any of the updates. Raw case has been getting a lot of attention. I almost feel like I'm doing marketing only for the raw case. We have a beautiful black Zinc case, this beautiful white Zinc case. We have the PCR ABS Ghost case, the Frost case. Those are absolutely bangers. I love them too. I'm using, well, you can't see it from here maybe, but I'm using the Ghost case myself. We will show you a lot more, as much as we can, as we are now releasing the 80HE and going to do delivery soon. You might have also seen the video already from Sander. He's comparing the typing sound between the Zinc one and the PCR ABS one. He's going to be releasing more videos over time, and you're going to be able to see and know more about the 80HE. And the final piece for this update is that utility version 5. Yeah, there's going to be a version 5. So right now you're running on Utility version 4, the beta is also version 4. We've been actually working on the version 5 for quite a while. It has a lot of quality of life improvements. There's a whole roadmap of stuff that we're gonna add to the Utility that's gonna make it so much better, so much better than what it is already right now, and you're gonna really, really love it. We're gonna release the first version of the version 5 when we do the 80HE deliveries. In the version 5, there will also be all the notification LED bar stuff in there for the 80HE. The 80HE will also be compatible with the version 4, so don't worry about that. But with version 5, we'll be expanding more and more on it. You can do like a lot of beautiful things that I will keep for another update where it can go a little bit more in depth and we can show you more about what to expect. That's it for today. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.